There's something quietly satisfying about watching someone who's spent decades entertaining millions finally see the numbers catch up with the joy he's given. When the latest figures around Bradley Walsh's earnings started circulating, it wasn't just another celebrity pay story. It felt like a small, unexpected window into what sustained success actually looks like on British television. For years, Bradley has been the reliable heartbeat of daytime and primetime. The Chase, Blankety Blank, Gladiators. The easy banter with contestants, the gentle teasing of the chasers, that warm, slightly mischievous smile that makes even the most tense quiz moment feel like a chat with a mate. Viewers have watched him do it for so long that his presence has almost become background comfort. Then the company accounts and reported deals landed, and suddenly the man who makes it all look effortless was revealed to be raking in millions. Many people watching felt a mix of surprise and something warmer. Not envy, exactly. More like recognition. This is what happens when consistency meets genuine likability. Some audiences online began wondering whether the figures changed how they saw him. The reported £4 million annual package from ITV, the earlier company profits that showed multi-million-pound jumps, the sense that he had become one of the network's highest-earning male presenters after Ant and December. Yet the more the numbers were discussed, the more they seemed to underline something else entirely. Bradley has never carried himself like a man chasing the check. There's a grounded quality that refuses to shift, even as the bank balance grows. The same man who once spoke about struggling to make ends meet earlier in life is now sitting on significant assets through his production company and related holdings. The journey from council house beginnings to this level of security is the part that seems to land hardest with viewers. It almost seemed as though the revelation arrived at the perfect moment. British television is full of fleeting faces and short-lived formats. Bradley has been a constant. When reports suggested ITV had been keen to secure him with a substantial rise amid concerns he might walk, it made sense. The Chase doesn't feel the same without that particular rhythm of delivery, the quick wit that softens the competition without ever diminishing it. Viewers have noticed the chemistry for years. The way he can turn a tense final chase into something almost communal. The way contestants relax around him. That isn't something you can manufacture with a bigger salary. The paycheck simply reflects what the audience already knew. There's a quiet fascination in watching how public perception shifts around money. Some people watching felt a flicker of disbelief at the scale. Others found themselves smiling, almost protective of him. The online conversations often circled back to the same observation: he still seems like Bradley. The man who can share a stage with the chasers and make the whole thing feel like an extended family gathering rather than a high-stakes quiz. The body language hasn't changed. The tone of voice remains the same. The humor still lands with that familiar warmth. If anything, the financial success has only sharpened the appreciation for how little the success appears to have altered him. Television culture has a complicated relationship with presenters who last. We celebrate the breakthrough moments, then sometimes grow restless with the familiar. Bradley has somehow avoided that fatigue. Perhaps it's the range. Quiz shows, variety, acting roles that stretched him, the father-son projects that revealed another layer. Or perhaps it's simpler. In an industry that can feel increasingly polished and distant, he has remained recognizably human. The huge paycheck doesn't erase the earlier chapters. It sits alongside them. The struggle, the graft, the years of turning up and delivering night after night. When the accounts showed the scale of the profit and the assets, many viewers interpreted it as validation rather than excess. There's a possibility that moments like this matter more than we admit. Not because of the money itself, but because they force a pause. They ask what we value in the people we invite into our living rooms every day. Bradley's reported earnings arrived without the usual drama. No public disputes, no carefully staged leaks designed to inflame. Just numbers that reflected a long career done well. And that quietness felt significant. Viewers online seemed to respond to the absence of spectacle. The story didn't need extra spice. The achievement was enough. Perhaps what stays with people isn't the size of the check, but the sense of continuity it represents. In a television landscape that moves quickly, Bradley has been a steady presence. The millions are the result of that steadiness, not a sudden windfall. They come from years of making audiences feel welcome, of treating contestants with respect, of never seeming to forget that the people at home are the reason the lights stay on. When the figures were revealed, it almost felt like the industry quietly acknowledging what the viewers had known for a long time. And maybe that's why the conversation continues. Not because the numbers are eye-watering, though they are, but because they belong to someone who still feels like one of us, even as the bank balance proves otherwise. What do you think when you see figures like these attached to a presenter you've watched for years? Does it change anything, or does it simply confirm what the screen has been showing all along?